Hi, my name is Latanya, and today I would like to discuss an issue that is tearing our families and relationships apart. That issue is domestic violence. Now, I want you to have a clear understanding of exactly what is domestic violence and know that it can happen to anyone. Domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior that is directed towards a current or former partner, spouse, girlfriend, or boyfriend. Domestic violence is considered one of the most pressing issues in our American society today. Now, everyone quotes the statistics given by the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Well, let's go over some. It is shown that 1 in 4 women will become a victim of domestic violence at some point in their lives. It is also shown that 1.3 million women are victims of domestic abuse every year. The same study shows that 85% of domestic violence reported is against women. However, in a conflicting survey taken by the CDC in 2010, it is shown that 40% of severe physical domestic violence is against men. Now, historically, women are more often victimized by someone that they know. It is also not uncommon for most of these cases of domestic abuse to never be reported to the police. Also, it has been proven that domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women, more than muggings, car accidents, and rapes combined. Now that we have a clear understanding of how women are often victims of abuse, I want to discuss another victim of abuse that often goes unnoticed: men. In a recent survey taken by the CDC, it is shown that about 2 in 5 of all victims of domestic violence are men, contradicting the widespread impression that it is almost always the woman who is left battered and bruised. According to one study, 63% of men, as opposed to 15% of women, has had a deadly weapon used against them in a physical fight with an intimate partner. Men are largely silent on the issue because of the misconceived perception that men are physically stronger and should be able to subdue a female attacker easily. Men who suffer domestic violence can only receive help if they break the code of silence. But what happens when a man reports physical violence? Studies show that they are more likely to be ridiculed by law enforcement and by the public, forcing them to be silent on the issue. Men are often socialized not to express their feelings or to see themselves as victims, so they remain silent. Most men are embarrassed by the abuse. So they choose not to report it. Some of the effects that domestic violence can have, the long-term effects can be far-reaching. Often devastating for the victims, mostly women and children. Women may develop an impaired ability to nurture their children. Women and children who live in an environment where domestic violence commonly occurs face increased risk because of the tumultuous atmosphere in their lives. Frequently, domestic violence survivors suffer from an array of psychosomatic illnesses, eating disorders, insomnia, and devastating mental issues, such as post-traumatic disorder. Domestic violence is far more than just physical injury. It can destroy you mentally as well. In closing, I want everyone to know that no one should be a victim of domestic violence. No one should be intimidated, physically assaulted, sexually assaulted, or accept behavior perpetrated by an intimate partner. This is an epidemic affecting individuals in every community, regardless of the age, income statistic, race, religion, background, or nationality. The consequences of domestic violence can be it can last a lifetime. Don't become a victim. There's help for you. Thank you.